Yo, 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 here we are at Catalunya, circuit of fastness. Here we go, coming into the 14 turn of Spain here, coming out with our first two on track. It looks like Pryor, Germ, and his teammate following behind. Well, it looks like somebody else is ahead also. Looks like his teammate is ahead also. So Chef right here, number 2, is going to lead us away for our first official lap. That is going to be at Catalunya. It is a sprint weekend, so we're going to see 44 laps of action tonight and see how these drivers can be able to navigate through the hardness of this circuit on tires here. Seems both teammates are going through turns 1 through 4 just fine and dandy. Coming into this, Chef's keeping it nice and tidy. Should see Pryor just in a few moments. Well, maybe not that time. Forgot one vital tool, the track map. Stealth's back there, so we'll remain on Chef, and that's an invalidation for Chef, so that will not be a valid lap for him. So the next one in line will be Pryor to set a valid lap. Pryor coming just really up behind with that Williams. Going to try to get the power down nice and evenly through the nice following corners here. Keeping the power down, keeping it in 7th. And that time will be a 1:14.9. What will the Ferrari driver do coming into this? And he will do a 1:14.0 to top the sheets. I mean, what? That is a pretty smack time there. Coming into one of the Red Bull or RBs. Well, they're starting their laps, it looks like. The Merc's going to come across the line here. It looks like, what is he? Teddy Vaughn, first appearance in the league. He's going to set a 1:13.1 for his first time around. His teammate's going to be about 1.3 seconds behind him. So fastest time of the session, 1:13.189. Azores sets a pretty good time, 1:30.6. Curie sets a 1:54.6 as a lovely banker. As we should see Sky with a 1:12.496 coming into this session there. Topping the timesheets by nearly 1.2 seconds though. Nearly coming into this. Savage about to, well, he's not, it looks like he's just starting his lap. William with the unfortunate impeachment in last race coming this time around. Oh, and that's a little wide for the Alpine driver, and he'll choose that to his advantage and get a 1:14.4 on those medium compound tires, it looks like. Yes, on those medium compound tires for his deal there. Mercedes is going to come in, it looks like. And Smith, first time around, 1:14.2 for him. Not going to be too disappointed with that time coming around, but we should see the kick Sauber of Savage. Will he be able to keep his momentum going coming into this with his teammate? Because his teammate last race came on top, just barely, and he will come into the pits just barely by 0.4 with that penalty, that crucial penalty that Sky had within round 1 at Canada coming into this. So will our championship leader keep the championship at bay here and stand his ground? He is in 3rd position. If you knew one, trying to get away from other people. Laps. Roku is going to set a 1:13.5 for those soft compound tires. Not going to be not too shabby for that. Coming into this, Chef is going to set a 1:14.0, and that'll put him 5th place. Coming with an RB, invalidation for him, so it's not going to be really too much. He's going to have to come back out, or if he has enough fuel in order to go around one more time to set a lap time for the sprint race in Catalunya. Lean on those soft compound tires. Also, note to self, keeping it nice and tidy. Really easy to lose the back end through here. Will he be able to keep it together? It looks like he'll keep it together. Coming into the last 2 corners now, you're really going to have to throw the car. And that is... Ooh, and that validation, it would have been a 13.5. So that would have been 3rd position by just a few thousandths of a second if he just didn't run too wide there. So he's going to have to go another lap to set. F1 Poly going to set his first official lap and first official appearance for Limitless. What will it be? It'll be a 14.4 for him to round that off. And it looks like Stealth is on another lap here. Looks like he's not improving, so he might come into the pits here. But we'll ride on board with him just in case. F1 Poly blocking the pit lane. Stealth's on his official lap. He's 2.5 tenths down on his time now. Ooh, and that's McLaren into each other. Into qualifying here. And that is, it looks like a little few, nearly an instant right there from the RB there of Zulon there. And somebody else behind. That was a little bit nuts there. I would definitely. Was the 6.5 tenths up now. So this will put him right on the front row if he can get this done. Almost on the front row. 13.0 for him. William with a 12.990. And Sky is just on his lap to try and to improve on fresh soft compound tires. And Teddy Vaughn also on his 2nd lap of the day for the sprint qualifying session. Mr. No with a 5-place grid penalty for on air. What happened? Sky with a 12.0 for qualifying. William, he's 47 thousandths of a second up on his time. Teddy will not improve this time around. William has shown potential in last qualifying session within the first round. He was impeded. Will this time around, will he be able to grasp that pole position at last in that Alpine? Will it be just enough? It won't be just enough, but it will be enough to take 2nd place on the last portion of the front row. Coming in. All right, here we go. Coming into this. But yeah, Sky Blizz tops the session with a 12.0, followed by Savage. Savage takes 2nd by last second. What a crazy turn of events there. Well, Savage still on the lap. I'm not sure if I started that or if somebody else started it. And somebody else did start it. of the sprint race. Formation lap is engaged now. Sky Blizz is going to come back to the start of the grid. Get those tires nice and warmed up. All right, here we go. And coming into the start of Catalunya here at Spain, coming for 3, 4, 5 red lights. It is 12 laps of racing, and here we go. Sky Blizz with the blistering start. Savage getting off a little bit late there, but it looks like everybody keeping it nice in line. William looking down the inside, maybe a little further back, trying to keep it within, and there's a little argy-bargy from Shep and Mr. No. That is a little squeezing there from the Williams driver, but trying to get the car down, slow down to the most optimal that he could. And that is a Williams off, and that is prior germ into that section. Smith trying to keep that position high and tidy. One of the McLarens is around. Ooh, and that is a little wide from Smith. That was a warning there for sure. Same with the Alpine driver there, keeping him down the inside. He's going to lose the back end. And that'll... Well, William goes down 3 positions. Teddy Vaughn started where he is. Rowe is up 1 position. Stealth is up 2. Our reigning or championship leader for Limitless Kick, still at the top 5 phases of the race. Sky trying to build a gap between the back. Ooh, down the inside. That F1 Poly, it looked like he thought about going down the inside there. 10-second penalty for Azores there. Coming into this. And that is Schiff! Retired! Trying to see what happened. As he might have just went into the wall there a little bit close for comfort. Savage just trying to stay within DRS because he knows that DRS game, and down the inside. The lean goes, and that is a Ferrari round through the high-speed right-hander. Early behind the kick Sauber, looking for a move down the inside, and he'll get that move done and dusted. William trying to make a move down the inside on the Haas driver of Rowe, and the Rowe will come back right back at him. Coming into the high-speed right-hander, and that is on the grass for William, and William keeps it on track, just manages to keep it on track. Further back, the William or RB, it looks like. Nope. It looked like 2 cars. I don't know why, but the RB car, the Visa Cash App car, looks like there's 2 cars on map. But our closest rivals right now are Savage and Teddy Vaughn and Stealth and Rowe and William. William just trying to grasp the situation and keep it going. On the straight. Ooh, same with William down the inside again. He's going to go on those Mino Compound tires. Will you make the same mistake? You'll keep it within lines this time around. Lean trying to keep up from behind in order to get back at that action. He's hoping to get that action within that action with William and Rowe. 4 out of 11 now. 5/10 away separates Sky Blitz and Savage. Can get within the win or the battle for the win here. Sky Blitz going to go for the overtake once again down the straight here. Stealth trying to keep up with Teddy Vaughn so that way you can just pull him through and help him get it to the win or on the podium. Anything can happen here on this sprint race, and it looks like Leonardo battling with Rowe here. Ooh, Rowe going a little bit wide there. coming into this. Lean keeping it nice and tidy. A little bit of a spread coming through the field now. Not sure what's going on with Pryor there. Sky sets a 1:14.3. Ooh, and it's going to be a lap car incident here. He's going to get held up. And that'll lead Savage back into DRS. Oh, no. And what has happened? Does Sky have damage? It looks like Sky might have damage. And he does have damage. So 8 out of 11 now. Savage is leading the way for Kick Sauber. So it's right now, it's a Kick Sauber 1-4 right now. A Mercedes 1 or 2 or 3-7 right now. Still trying to just catch back up. Hopefully thinking in his head that Sky is just going to hold him up just a little bit longer. So that way he can catch up. Coming into the slow sections of the track. And mind you, Savage is on those soft compound tires, so they're at 58%. They're desperately cleansing for life right now. They're on CPR support as they know it. And Teddy Vaughn trying to get by ever so desperately. And down the inside, Teddy Vaughn goes on Sky. And he'll move back to the racing line and get to his proper lines that he is set to. Stealth 3.5 seconds back. So Teddy Vaughn is going to have to make up 1.3 seconds. He's still within DRS notion of Savage. Like I said, those soft compound tires are just drenching away for absolute screaming right now. He's going to start the final lap here. And this might benefit him. Blue flags to the Red Bull driver, and Sky's luck is just not to his prior senses. Teddy's going to go marginally ahead of Savage. Savage is going to try to keep it within Teddy Vaughn's DRS, so that way he could try to get back at him through Sector 2 here. 7/10 away now. Just Teddy Vaughn's got that grip on those medium compound tires. Those softs are absolutely trying to hang on for dear life. Absolutely Savage, just absolutely trying to throw the car, and that's definitely a warning from Mr. Vaughn going out wide. The Mercedes of Vaughn on the final lap, making a last lap overtake. 3 positions up from where he started. Coming into Catalunya, round 2. Coming into the sprint race, there's one more, but he's got the first in the bag, followed by Savage, Sky, Stealth, and William for the top 5. All right, here we go. Coming into this, Teddy Vaughn finishes the race up first. Second, Savage, Sky, Stealth, William, Lean, On Air, F1 Poly, and yeah, look, the grid here is gonna be interesting. But Chef is gonna start his lap. Coming into the second qualifying of the day here at Catalunya, Barcelona. Chef Gray. The weather is also set to dynamic, so if it does rain here, it might end up raining. It might end up not, so we'll see. So sprint was dry, but this time around, I don't know. I think we're going to see a dry race coming into this, but that's just my prediction. But Smith just behind, going to try to set a lap also. Same with Mr. No, first out on track. Ninja's just starting his lap. And Azores on his out lap. So Chef just coming out behind. Or coming out behind last session of the top 5. Going to set the first lap of the session. Coming into this final corner, and he'll set a 1:13.8. Smith will come out behind and set a 1:14.0. What will Mr. No say to that? Will he say, no, this is my pole position? Or will he just fall behind? Then that'll be a 1:15.1 for Mr. No coming in to the second qualifying session. Ninja messed up, it looked like, on the track map. Coming into the Max Verstappen and George Russell corner of the Spain circuit here. It looks like he's going to finish the lap to have a banker. And Azores is going to start his official lap. So he's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. So will he be able to navigate through the traffic? And the traffic will let him by. He's still got one more kick Sauber to go ahead of him to set a proper lap time. Azores in the final sector now. It looks like it might be Savage. No, it's Stealth ahead. Stealth ahead this time around. And it looks like Stealth can give Azores a little bit of a tow to the start-finish line here. It's not going to be very much, but he's going to be a helping hand to Azores here. And it will be a 14.7 for the McLaren driver. And Stealth will just start his lap. And Curie will be the next across the line to set another for the Alpine driver for the second time this time around. Curie coming around the last few corners now. It's going to be a 1:17. Now put Curie at 1:17.0. Stealth just about to finish his lap here. His first official lap for the second session. For the 50%, the longest stints of the race. Savage is going to get off the racing line for Azores. All right, here we go. Last few corners of the circuit. What will Stealth do? Will he be able to surpass? And he will by just under a second from Chef. A 1:12.955 will be his time to beat. Teddy Vaughn about to set his lap. On air is about to set a lap also. So what will he do coming across the line? 20% battery left to use. Will he be able to crunch top 5? He will be able to crunch top 5. Teddy Vaughn, his teammate, coming around. He won last session. Coming into this, will he be able to get pole position? Coming into Catalunya, will it be close? It will be close. And 112.852 will be the time to beat. Savage out on another lap, so we'll see how he does this time out. Coming in, this is a crucial moment for the drivers because this is where it is. This is the crunch time right now. This is crunch time on how this is going to be. Savage getting around the corners nice and evenly. Ooh, and that's a McLaren in the wall. Savage gonna set a 113.1, and that'll put him on the second row behind his teammate, Stealth. So a 2-3 as it stands right now. Roadkill about to set his lap. Looks like Lean is also about to complete his. Mercedes getting out of the way from the Aston driver. Lean, what will he be able to do here? His debut race, will he be able to take pole away from Teddy Vaughn? It will be just margins, 112.8 for Lean there. But driver behind with the Haas, what will he set? A 113.4, so that'll put him in the top 5. It'll be a 112.2 to top the session. With that being said, William is just behind, going to set his second official qualifying time within Spain here at Limitless Racing League. Keeping the power nice and gentle, nice and flat out. Coming around the 100-meter board. Trying to make the trail breaking come to a possibility there. Chef under retirement there, so he will not improve. A 113.8 will be his highest time. Same with 8th position, unless F1 Poly and William and Pryor Germ improve. And what will William set? It'll be a 113.1 for William for this time around. 8 or maybe so even a 12.6. We'll see here. It's going to be a 13.0. Lost majority of his time through the slow sections of Sector 2, that long right-hander. Rowe is going to be on his lap pretty soon. So let's see. Teddy Vaughn out to start his final lap of the day, and he invalidates into turn 1. That is unfortunate. And Lean with the 112.8. So an Aston Martin 1.3 right now. Not really looking too good for Teddy Vaughn right now, unless he can make it across and he's fueled up for another round. He's going to have to pick up the pace in order to gain that ground. But on air right behind him, we'll see if he is improving this time around. Coming into the Sector 2 split now. And that is 55 thousandths up on his time right now. Ooh, really pushing the car through Sector 2. Lean is just behind him. Trying to push the car to the absolute limit. Will he be able to keep position here? And it will not be an improvement for Lean. Will get back up into the second row with a 12.5. Savage with a 12.4. And Stealth with a 12.6. And Sky is nearly about to improve. He's 31 thousandths of a time, 31 thousandths of a second slower. And will he be able to make it up? And he will with a 1:12.1 to set the lap time at. And William is about a tenth and a half up also. Will he be able to take down Vaughn coming into this qualifying? Will he be able to do it? It'll be just short coming into that. Rowe will not improve also, it looks like. So he'll head in the pits. But look at that. A definite sight to see here. All right, here we go. Formation lap for the second time around this race. Sky Blizz going to lead us away yet again for another formation lap around Catalunya. And some reports may say we have rain, maybe. And thanks for the follow, Zoo. And thanks for the the follow there, Vaughn. Sky Blizz about to set us away for the second time here at Barcelona, aka Catalunya, here at the famous Spain circuit here. And everybody following behind with the formation lap. It is 34 laps of glory here in precision. 5 red lights. And it's drive time here at Limitless Racing. And Sky gets a good start, followed by Savage. And Savage trying to chase down Sky at the start of the race. And it looks like people trying to make some moves back in the back. Trying to keep everybody in single file and attacking mode. Vaughn trying to get by Stealth, and On Air's out of the session. And that's a virtual safety car. And that is a collision from Chef and On Air. Chef has no front end plate at all. A little bit of drama coming into the first part of the race. Not really ideal. Coming into On Air's race there. A little bit, it looked like Chef maybe a little bit squeezed him onto the grass, maybe. And that forced him round. Or, you know, because the collision model. Now we're back green, and there's further contact. Might have looked like. Not sure. Oh, and that's a bad entry. And Stealth and Savage are ahead. Stealth is up 2 positions. Ooh, it looks like Vaughn's looking down the inside of the Aston Martin. Aston Martin's trying to fight back. He's going to have no fight left in him. Chef with the 10-second time penalty, speeding into pit lane. And Smith down the inside on William. William looks to fight back. Around the outside. William giving him the space. Now it turns for the inside from him. Will he do the under and over for Smith? And Smith will not be able to attack right back. Ooh, and that's a little bit of a moment from Zulon. Everybody trying to keep it together here. I mean, Savage also trying to keep it within reason. Getting that gap up to 1.6 seconds from his teammate. We're not really ideal from what's happened. But Teddy Vaughn is also under a second from Stealth. 1:15.4 from Sky. And Lean trying to catch trying to stay out of William's DRS. 2 overtakes in one area. Rowe's going to try to make an overtake, and William will make that overtake done, and Rowe will make that overtake done and dusted and out of the way. Note, Smith and Zoo and Ninja and Gray are on the soft compound tires now. Ooh, a little bit of a moment from one of the soft compound tire guys coming into the long left-hander, or right-hander, rather. But Ninja in the pits. Teddy Vaughn is now still under a second between Stealth and himself. Savage gonna try to stay within within Sky's DRS to maybe play some games. Ooh, down the inside, lean goes on William. William gonna try to keep it together here through the long portions of the corner. Rowe is looking for a move also on William. He's not going to let that happen, though. 4 out of 33 now. Lean trying to catch back up to Vaughn. Ooh, a little bit of a moment from William, and that'll grasp an opportunity for Rowe, but that shuts very quickly for that window for the Haas driver. And that McLaren of Smith is trying to catch back up to the pack. F1 Poly on those hards, going to try to benefit later on into the race with the race pace. Savage also still behind Sky Blitz here. Stealth trying to keep back his glory of a friend, Teddy Vaughn. Stealth's keeping it together. Savage keeping it together also. A little bit of yellow flag conditions from the Alpine driver of Curie. We'll switch back to Lean here. Ooh, a little bit of a moment from the Haas driver of Rowe on those medium compound tires. Trying to benefit the maximum, and that's an overtake from Vaughn down the straight. And Stealth will go in deep. And Rowe is going to have DRS on William. Down, switches back and down the outside of William, keeps it around the inside now, and William will defend like crazy from Rowe, and he will keep the position to Blizz now. So Sky Blizz a little bit of act to break that DRS now from Savage, and Stealth is still within DRS of Teddy Vaughn. So Vaughn doesn't have that DRS at the moment, so our closest fight is for first and second and third and fourth right now, as it looks like right now. So everybody's making their, or one person's making their pit stop on. So as of right now, Sky's tires right now are at 50%. Savage is done, and Vaughn has done a little bit better on tire saving at the moment from Sky Blitz. The Aston driver and Stealth cannot see their entire info, but William on 59% worth of tire wear coming into lap 9 or lap 8. Smith, Zoo, Chef, and Sky is now one of them now coming in. Will Savage respond next lap? And what will he choose as far as the tires? It looks like the hard compound tires are being selected. It's actually the medium compound tire, so he's on the 2-stop strategy today, it looks like. Very, very interesting. Teddy Vaughn's also on the 2-stop strategy also. And Stealth is on the hard compound tires to go on to the remainder of the race. So if there is rain coming, I wonder if that's the call. If the rain is going to be called for. I mean, as of right now, the forecast says it's 12% rain right now. So it might be ending up raining by, if it's 12%, probably by like at least a quarter of the way through the race. Maybe even lap 24, maybe. Or 28. So very late into the race. Teddy Vaughn back up to 8.2 seconds now. So Sky's feeling the pressure. So he's trying to push as hard as he can to keep that gap within reason. And it looks like one of the Williams drivers has had a moment. And F1 Pauly has driven into the pits. So William is in the top 5 as of right now. Lean is trying to chase 3 seconds for Curie. We'll take a look at the penalty stats right now. Curie with a 3-second, Ninja with a 3-second, Pryor with a 10, Zoo with a 3, Smith with a 3, and William with a 3. So that'll definitely affect his standings if there's a late safety car coming into this race, because he's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong, he'll probably try to get, if there is a late safety car coming into this, everybody's going to be coming right into grasp. I mean, Sky and Teddy are predicting with, rain coming in. I mean, it's 16% now with the forecast on how it's going to rain. So that percentage is going higher and higher and higher, it seems like. So the rain, it looks like it's getting a little bit closer, it seems like. But the track temp, or the outside temp right now is 24 Celsius, and the track temp is 35 Celsius. So it's going to be definitely an interesting one on how this plays out. And we'll switch over to them at the moment, because it looks like it's going to get spicy between them two. And they're both on the same tire compound asset right now. So, yeah, Rowe on 22% on his highest tire worn on the track so far. Lean trying to keep it together. Azores with a 3-second time penalty to his name. And Lean has wing damage, it seems like. And that'll be into pits for him. So Rowe will be up a position now. And that is a safety car into lap 19. And what has happened? The Ferrari of Mr. No has spun it around. Oh no. What will happen here? I mean, Sky's going to have to come in for a pair, for a set of new boots. Same with Stealth and Teddy and Savage. And that, what a, oh, 10-second for Stealth. Oh no. In absolute shambles for Stealth right now. And they're going to have to double stack too. So he won't lose too much time, I don't think. And Savage will set the medium compound tires. And Sky and Teddy will be on the hard compound tires. So that'll bring them ever so slightly closer together. And we'll F1 this time. So Sky will go now. And everybody else will follow suit. And it looks like that might be an illegal overtake. And that is Stealth in the wall on the restart. And oh, and that is late braking from Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn trying to get out of everybody's way. A little bit of a... Oh, and Vaughn looking to defend from William. William getting across the field and ahead of Savage on this restart. The chaos unfold. Ooh, and that is Savage trying to get by a lap car and just a little bit of a wheel banging moment there from the lap car, just not letting him by. William also trying to track down Mr. Teddy Vaughn on those hard compound tires. Only one on mediums right now is... DRS is enabled. So 11 laps now. Yeah, 11 laps to go. It is 24% for the forecast right now. It is getting a little bit cloudier, it looks like, outside within the rain or within the game. It is getting a little bit darker, it seems like. So 24%. So will we see rain here in 6 laps time, 7 laps time, or even earlier than that? William trying to track down Teddy Vaughn. William on the podium for his first time out in Limitless Racing League. Savage trying to reclaim that podium and keep the Kick Sauber on top for the points. Ooh, looks like there's contact between Mr. No and somebody. But Savage looking to pounce on William here. Onto the front straight here. And further back, Smith under attack from Lean. Lean gonna stay ahead. The two teammates looking to attack each other. To him. And Savage is now going to have that opportunity to try to get past. And Stealth is also going to try to make a move on Prior Germ. And down the inside, Savage goes a little late braking from Prior Germ there. Trying to stay ahead from Stealth. I'm not sure. Stealth is ahead, so should be getting blue flags, but William is just still trying to keep within Savage's DRS also, so he has a chance at the podium here. 32% now on the rain forecast now. Lap 27 out of 33 coming into the late stages of the race. Not much going on. Teddy Vaughn 1.5 seconds away from Savage, trying to gain that ground back to him and use those mediums to the absolute limit. 3-second time penalty goes to Chef. Gray there coming into that. Ooh, and Stealth going to try another move down the inside on Pryor. Or on Chef, actually. Sorry, that was not Pryor. That was Chef. So Chef getting passed by Stealth there. So that will be 10th position for Stealth. Sorry about that. 34% chance of rain now. So it is nearly at 40% now. So it is going up by like 3 or 4% each lap. So we're probably going to see, ooh, and a little bit of moment from Teddy Vaughn coming into this. And that is a safety car coming into this. Last few moments of the race. A late race safety car comes and saves the day. And that is a retirement in the pits. Sky is almost away. Looks like he stopped and go there, but he's going to go now. And Savage will be just behind on the start of lap 32. And that's an incident. And that is nearly bonkers from Teddy Vaughn. That was a little bit nuts there coming into that. And coming in from behind, Savage, and there's a little bit of bumping from the Aston Martin. William up to 4th position now. He's looking to improve even more. Savage looking to keep it on track also. Track looking to be kind of slick now for the slick runners now. 10-second time penalty for ignoring blue flags for Stealth. William trying to catch up to Savage now. Sky is absolutely trying to push the car. And there is William within grasp. And look at the grip that he's got compared to the dry compound tires. Will he be able to get on the last lap, Sky? Because it is coming down pretty fast. It is 53% now. Will this be a plot twist? Will it be a last race reoccurrence of Sky? I mean, Williams got that 3-second time penalty to keep in mind of 2. But then again, the dries are actually becoming slippery, more slippery and slippery at the moment. Sky is developing that gap, though. Try to stay ahead of William. Savage is still trying to keep within that 3 seconds of William. William is absolutely pushing the car to try to stay in that 2nd position. Ooh, 2.8 seconds, 2.9. Now William is within 1.5 seconds now of Sky. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix. He's got that 3-second time penalty, but he is gaining marginally on Sky Bids. And Sky will come around the last corner. He didn't get it last race, but he'll get it this race, and he wins the Barcelona Grand Prix, followed by William, Savage, Teddy, and Smith for the top 5. Well done race from Mr. William. All right. Sky Biz with the race win. Same with, or followed by William, Savage, Teddy Vaughn, Rowe, Smith, Polly, Lean, Zoo, Stealth, Azores, Pryor, Chef, Mr. No, Ninja, Curie, and On Air are the non-finishers. All right, we'll get into this. Savage, I believe, getting 2 podiums, finishing 3rd in the sprint, and then starting, I believe, on the 2nd row. I believe he started on for the 2nd race.
Yeah, 2nd row for both.
2nd row for both. Okay. Coming into to the sprint race, was it more of a strategy with your teammate, or was it fend for yourself kind of thing?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure we're stealth qualified, but it was just kind of just trying to stay with the Aston for the sprint, and then thought maybe the softs would be a little bit of a gamble, and they worked a little bit, and then he obviously kind of got screwed with the back marker. I don't know what happened there, but I saw he had wing damage, and then like the last 3 laps it was just like the tires were just shot, and I saw just Vaughn just had amazing pace, so I'll let him have it. And yeah, P2 for the sprint wasn't bad. I'll take it, considering that yeah, I mean, it probably could have been the win, but tires were just shot.
And coming into the 2nd event, I mean, a little bit longer, but at the start of the race, you got a similar race start to the front runners. Was the game plan to keep it safe, or to try to keep or put a move on?
Yeah, I mean, for the main, like, I mean, we had a good start and just wanted to stay with him, and I was kind of surprised I was actually staying with him, because I mean, he's got amazing pace overall, and yeah, I mean, we were just staying with him, and then I saw he went to pit, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to push on the last lap, so I go in, and then I had a little whoopsie down at turn 4. I just lost the car on the exit and broke the wing, so that probably didn't help really much on the time, so we pitted for the wing. And I saw that Vaughn and Stealth and a couple other guys just go past me, so we kind of got caught up with back markers. And then, yeah, at that point, it was just kind of just trying to see where the rain was going to go. We pitted for hards, thinking maybe that would work, because we thought it was going to go green all the way until we got to the rain, but clearly it didn't. And then the safety car came out, and everything just kind of changed right then and there. And then, I mean, the first restart was kind of just caught up with a lot of back markers in the way, and just getting impeded by the Racing Bulls. I know he was just trying to get out the way, and then the second hit, and the rain was coming, and I was kind of getting a little bit impatient, because I was hoping the safety car would come in a lap earlier, and then it started really coming down, and my rears were shot, like on the left side of the car. I mean, even the second to last lap, I was really struggling to hit the brakes, and I went into 1, and I took it easy in 1 because I knew the track was damp, and I had a massive slide coming out of the final corner. I did like a Max Verstappen type situation through there. And then, yeah, I broke a little bit early, maybe a little too early. I'm not 100% sure how it is in the wet still, because I haven't really played much of the game, but and I saw there was carnage behind, so I know one of the Aston guys wasn't too happy, so I just want to apologize. It wasn't my intention to ruin his race, but I was just trying to take it easy, because I just didn't want to lose the back end of the car, because it was going to get really tricky. And then I saw that William was on Inter, so I knew he was just going to fly past me, and then at that point it was just kind of a P3, so I mean, I'll take it. I mean, congrats to Sky for the win, congrats to William for P2, he did a good job. But yeah, another podium. Maybe the win will come eventually, but we'll just keep on working at it.
For sure, and fantastic result for you. And coming into what's it called, next round, Bahrain. What do you fare for around the desert, the first round of desert at least?
Is that next week?
Yep. Yep.
It depends. I know Bahrain got a little bit of an update, so I know it's probably going to be a little bit weird to drive it, considering that now it seems like you have to really take these cars into third and second gear most likely. So
yep.
Bahrain's a bit of a weaker track for me, so I'll probably struggle a little bit. But yeah, I mean, just try to find a setup and see how it goes, and maybe we can. I mean, maybe hopefully I could just score some points. That's, I guess, the main goal for Bahrain.
That's the mindset and the goal, as always. I mean, fantastic racing for you, and to stay within the top 3 and stuff like that, and try to keep Cake Salver on top, and hopefully to see you on the podium again for next week.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we will head over to the Alpine driver of sequence of events. Not so much luck in the first race. Talk us through your first race. I mean, it was a little bit of carnage, but what was it from your point of view?
Well, just basically just run my own race and survive the high tire wear track, and where I saw there were like back markers all over the place, and literally smashing the people that I'm racing at, and they were like, well, I used the higher wings so that in case if there's a rain coming, and then if a race literally went long green, there will be no rain. So basically I had 2 hard tires as a backup, so that I could have a very good tire advantage at the end of the race, because it's durable, and it could have, and I was basically opted to get P4 or possibly P4, I think, and then there's this, they came out of the safety car literally like a rain was coming in 5 minutes or a few minutes. So myself, I made a decision to basically just, I'm the only guy basically going intermediate tires, and I'm hoping the rain came out in the right moment, in the right time, and if people still insist on staying on the dries, they're gonna be in serious trouble.
Yep.
And then right when the safety car ended, the rain came right on schedule, and I slowly passing car, but then going to the final restart, going green, I had an illegal overtake when I had to try to avoid the Mercedes where he goes off the track, and myself, I had 2 wheels on the track, and then he gave me a legal overtake, but later now the legal overtake thing is off, so I did not get the penalty. But if I had a penalty basically just to avoid, I could have had this penalty removal, and I knew myself I could have catch the Aston Martin on the final laps, where one more lap maybe I could have got him and I could have won it, but P2 after basically after I run like 6 all the race, yeah, now I got my first podium in Limitless Racing League.
Indeed you have, and you wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to come across, so definitely put your practice into or racecraft into effect in full force. Definitely well earned. But coming into round number 3 here at Bahrain, the first desert round of things, what do you fare?
Race today in realistic, and that tire is a tire wear bomb, and there's a high chances it could go on 2 stop, but the riskiest basically it could go on 1 stop if you manage the tires very good enough. And myself, I am not very good at tire management. Like, I could basically just blow the tires, and going on a 2 stop or basically get you safe, and just do what I can to basically just get on there as quickly as possible. And that track is filled with track limits in the entry of sector 2.
for sure. It's definitely not going to be an easy one to stay within. I mean, it's definitely one of the traction bosses of a track due to the nature of the track. But congrats on the podium, and hope to see you again on the podium next week.
It's gonna be hard, but I'll try. See ya.
Alrighty, coming into the end of this, I mean, we'll talk about Sky's race. He hasn't posted anything in the driver's chat, but definitely, I believe he won the first sprint race, I believe. No, he had drama, so he had to scroll back some. Teddy Vaughn, I believe, won the sprint race. But coming into the second time around, he redeemed himself. I mean, last round he redeemed himself also. Coming into Canada, he just lost out just barely coming into round one for Canada, but coming into Spain, definitely kept it nice and clean and orientated, and hopefully he seems pretty consistent with his racecraft and quali, so I would not doubt to see him again on the podium for next week for a contention. I mean, helping the constructor side of things. I mean, constructors have changed quite a bit now. Stealth is outside of the points, so hopefully we'll see Sky back on the podium, and congrats on his first win in Limitless Racing League.